Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And here we go. Chicago youth football team to protest after city's plan to house migrants threatens to displace program. Chicago Alderman Chris Talaferro said the facility is expected to shelter around 200 migrants. Now, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be a dick here when I say this. This is what you voted for. You watch the news, of course, maybe not CNN, MSNBC won't show it, but there's these small towns and cities along the border that are getting overrun. Overrun. Literally overrun. Crime, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But doesn't affect you. Now that it does, you're raising hell. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm not. I have a lot of empathy. I used to be a city councilman. I know what it's like when bad things happen to constituents. I really and truly do. Let's take a look at the video first of the individuals that are in the gymnasium at the school protesting what they're trying to do with taking away the program from these kids. Well, here's the protest from the parents concerning the migrants taking over the football team and other sports activities for these kids, taking their rooms, taking their facility away, and they're madder than hell. Now, I don't mean to be a dick when I say this. I'm not. I'm really, truly am not. I'm not saying this like I got you. 90+% of you people in that room all voted for Democrats. You knew this going in. When all these elected officials on the city council, and I used to be a city councilman in upstate New York, so I have an idea what it's like dealing with your constituents. You all told them, we're a sanctuary city. Lori Lightfoot, the former mayor of Chicago, and you guys turned around and voted for a Democrat that was farther left than her, if that's even possible. But you managed to do it. We're a sanctuary city. Trump's a racist. We're a sanctuary city. Trump's a racist. Okay. You got what you voted for. Now, I'm saying you have to put up with it? No. But are you going to learn anything from this? Sadly, I doubt it. But there's always hope that you will. 90% of you after this are still going to vote Democrat in the next election, whether it be for mayor, city council, your congressional district in Chicago, state representatives and such. You still will do it. And then you expect something different. What do you call it? Definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Now let's listen. My only hope is this. These adults, they're already locked in. They're still going to vote. 90% of them are going to vote Democrat right down the line from dog catcher all the way through to president. And they'll continue to do that for the rest of their lives. What I'm hoping is some of these young people that are in sports, you see them coming in, I hope and pray that they wake up. Maybe their minds are open enough. They hear over and over and over, Trump's a racist, Republicans are terrible, Republicans are racist. The fact of the matter is this, and this isn't just my opinion. The progressive side of the Democrat Party, which is now in charge of the Democrats, have used non-white people for votes for decades, since basically World War II. It's true. And especially in the 60s and 70s and beyond. But they're done using you. They're bringing in millions more to replace the voting bloc. It's really and truly that simple. You've been taken for a chump. I'm not saying you're a chump, and I'm not saying you're stupid. Wake the frick up. You're part of the problem. Look in the mirror. You are part of the problem. And you can't fix anything unless you realize you're part of the problem. And those gentlemen in the front, just not here, not here. Hell no, hell no. I applaud their enthusiasm and I applaud their backbone. But you guys, who did you vote for in the last 4 or 5 elections in Chicago? From councilmen, they call them aldermans in Chicago, same thing. Who did you vote for? Democrat. Who did you vote for in the primaries? The new mayor, I forget his name, ultra lefty, even worse than Lori Lightfoot. Who did you vote for Congress? Democrat. Who did you vote for governor? That nutbar governor they have in Illinois, who's a I think he's even a billionaire. Who did you vote for? So, gentlemen, I applaud your backbone and your enthusiasm, but the person to blame is the person in the mirror that you see in the morning. Not here, not here, not here. Now, we'll see the people up on the podium. The video isn't much longer. How are they going to cover their own asses? How are they going to cover their own asses? And there's these kids sitting there, some with football gear on. You don't get a hell of a lot of extracurricular activities that are positive outside of school, and even school isn't positive. 95% of them can't make basic math and reading skills. Their future is not guaranteed to be bad, but it's going to be an uphill struggle the whole way. People, it's you. You get to decide who makes these decisions. Stop voting for Democrats. You say, well, the Republicans, well, give them a chance. Give them a chance and see what happens. One thing about making a mistake, it's okay, we all do. I've made thousands in my life. Some really bad ones, some not so bad. But if you can learn from your mistakes, your mistake, people, is voting for Democrats. Well, Donald Trump's a racist. Republicans are racist. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. You know what? Could it get any worse in Chicago? The schools, the crime, and now this. They're taking senior citizens out of housing to house migrants in many cities in New York. I'm sure they're doing it in Chicago as well. When Lori Lightfoot, that nutbar, said you were a sanctuary city, you guys voted for her anyway. And the new mayor, who's even farther left than Lori Lightfoot, if that's possible, you guys voted for. Think about what you're doing. On Friday, I was informed by Deputy Chief of Staff Christina Passion Zayas that a decision had been made to utilize a Munson Park to house approximately 200 migrants. I immediately informed the deputy that I strongly opposed the proposal and it would have adversely impacted neighborhood and park programming, said the statement of the alderman, which is the same as the councilman for those of you that... This proposal disregards the issues of public safety that are of great neighborhood concern. Our police department has been working tirelessly to turn around. Yeah, working with police. What a concept. It overlooks the programming that is enjoyed by our senior and youth residents that actively utilize the park. Yeah, they don't get much thing as far as discipline goes. It's what sports teaches you. It teaches you teamwork. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you that you're on a team. It isn't just about you. The proposal further disregards democracy, whereby the residents and their local elected officials have an opportunity to discuss the issues before discussions are made that would impact their lives. This is where I have to call the aldermen in. When Lori Lightfoot said this is a sanctuary city, when the new Democrat mayor said this was a sanctuary city, sir, where was your mouth? Did you say, no, we are not a sanctuary city? What you did, you said nothing so you don't make anybody mad and lose votes. I know how it works. I used to be a councilman. Where was your voice? Saying nothing was the same as saying okay. Am I calling you a hypocrite? Maybe, but you're part of the problem. It takes away valuable neighborhood resources from a community that in part has been disinvested in for decades. Yeah, by Democrats. It is because of these reasons and the fact that the viable alternatives are available that I strongly oppose closing the park to house migrants seeking asylum. There he is. He said they're not seeking asylum. They're economic refugees. And as we saw from the videos, not on MSNBC or CNN, the vast majority are young military-age males. They're not mostly families and children. A community meeting was held Thursday. More than 400 residents reportedly gathered to voice their opinion. We saw the video. Among those in attendance were members of a youth football team. Yep. Athletic activities, including baseball and football games, will be moved to alternate sites like Sarah Park and Levitt Elementary, according to the report. You people have been used by Democrats for decades. Well, Republicans are racist and they hate poor people. I got that crap when I had my store. My district, a large part of it was very low income and very basically majority minority in a lot of sections. Yeah, I know all about it. And I had a store there for 22 years, and believe me, I've seen it and heard it all. And I was a Democrat back then. I ran twice since then as a Republican and lost both times. And there you have it. You people are in a cult. The gallery is scheduled for Friday. So you see there, let's just go back. I think that video says it all. And there's also a video of people coming in from Texas. They can't handle them all. You want to be a sanctuary city? You got it. You got it. Youth football team to protest. Folks, like I said, I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm really not. You have to understand something. The problem lies with you. All of those people in that gym that are madder than hell, and they have a right to be, you're the cause of this. Nobody wants to admit that. I never want to admit that I'm wrong. Who the hell wants to admit you're wrong? Even as an adult especially. Your ego just won't allow it. But you have to face reality. Stop voting for Democrats, especially at the city level and congressional level. State representatives, all of them, aldermen, councilmen, mayors, you name it, judges. It goes on and on and on. The little bit of hope I have that those adults in that room will see the light. Sadly, I doubt it. But maybe, just maybe, enough of them will see it for what it is and finally wake up. What do you think? Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.